You know, the eco mode on here kind of grew on me. Oh yeah, it is super windy out here. We got some construction going on over here. Oh man, I'm out. Forget that. I'm trying to ride, man. Yo, what up, folks? If you are somehow watching this, I hope you're having a good day, or good night, good morning. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a good one. So yeah, we're just back out here with the R, cruising around. It's been a while since I actually got to take this thing out and go for a real ride. I have been riding it around my neighborhood, but for reasons that I'll probably talk about in this video. I don't even know what to cruise today, man. I don't want to bore you guys by just going around in circles, which I'm literally doing. But yeah, it is pretty cold out here. It's funny because like the days that I actually decide I want to ride, it's like super cold or windy, not sunny. So yeah, I'm definitely seeing like more videos on YouTube of this bike. That's dope, man. Everyone's getting their bikes now. That's cool. Yeah, I hope you guys can hear the sound all right. I hope the wind isn't like crazy and like super crazy, because I've got like the funniest setup for this GoPro, and I hope I'm not yelling again either. But my setup is pretty much I've got dead cats covering every single hole on the like the exterior of the GoPro, just like, I mean, the bottom, the side, the top. I know only a few of them are actual like mics, but you know, I'm covering everything. And then on top of that, I put a wind slayer over the dead cats, so it's like it should be super muffled. I mean, I know you're still gonna hear a little bit of wind, but I'd rather hear that than like the piercing wind sound. It straight up looks like it's about to rain. You know what, now that I've been on this thing for a while, I've noticed a lot more people like breaking their neck to like see what I'm on. Like I said, this is the farthest thing from like weirdness here downtown. So yeah, my GoPro is pretty much just straight strapped up for that wind, and I think it makes the bike sound a little bit louder in a way. I hope it's not, I hope it doesn't, but I feel like it does. So yeah, man, I'm pretty hyped to have this bike. I'm pretty, I mean, I'm super grateful. I'm super thankful, grateful. You know, I'm glad I got it early. I'm glad I'm just even on this thing. I can't complain, man. There's like little things here and there that I complain about, but overall, man, I'm on it. So I'm on one and riding around. What? Hit that little Mason Jagat intro. Yeah, shout out to all those dudes that make all those videos on e-bikes, man. Dude, I mean, from like Surronster to Adobo Moto, man, a bunch of people. Dylan Thompson. There's a bunch of people that I watch and I still watch now. Now that I'm finally on one, you know, feels good. Yo, should we do this? Some straight John Hicks action? Nah. Next time, baby, next time. Nah, not even that. I am good. So there were some things I wanted to talk about with this bike. They're not really issues or anything like that. They're more so having to make adjustments and little tweaks to the bike to, you know, suit your liking. So when I got this bike, I swear the first few days I rode it, it was nice and like quiet and smooth, just like how it is now. Well, I mean, I hope it's nice and quiet and smooth. What do you guys think? So yeah, after my first ride, pretty much that first video I made, literally the next day I went to go ride out to go film another video. So when I was leaving my neighborhood to come down to the beach, it's, you know, it's nice and it's in the morning and it's all quiet. I start hearing this repetitive sound coming from the bike. So I was going this slow and it was like a vroom, 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 vroom. And then when I go slower, it will slow down like vroom, 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 vroom. And then when I go fast, it's like vroom, 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 vroom. And then it'll like go away once you're, I don't know, going above maybe 15 or 20, because just how loud the bike is getting when you're going that fast. So I filmed an entire video and then I went home to watch the footage, and oh my gosh, it wasn't even usable. It was so loud and it was just so repetitive. It just overshadowed everything I was saying. It was just too distracting and noticeable, at least for me, and I feel like for a lot of people too. Yeah, so I went home, watched the footage, and I was like, yeah, I'm not uploading this, dude. And then another thing too, I didn't want to post that and then just people that are trying to get this bike watch it and then be like, oh no, what did I just get myself into? I got this bike on pre-order. So I just deleted it. But I mean, I said I was going to talk about it regardless. It wasn't an issue, so rest assured your bike is going to be perfectly fine when you receive it. It's more so it has to do with just adjusting something. So what I did to pretty much fix the sound was I loosened the chain tension and gave it some more slack. I'm running about a full inch of slack, and I actually spoke with someone at Luna Cycle, and I was asking, I was like, is an inch all right? I saw on like one of the manuals for, I think, the MX3 that said anywhere from half an inch to a full inch is fine for slack. So, and he said he has a surron, he's running about an inch of slack, and so I was like, okay, well, cool. And the sound went away. And another thing I did was I added some gear oil to the chain. So I was like doing some research and couldn't decide whether or not I wanted to use chain lube, wax, or gear oil. I read that gear oil is actually the best option, or most people use gear oil, so that's what I used. And I only put a little bit of it on the first time. It made the biggest difference in sound. What's up, man? Nice. Thanks, dude. So yeah, I threw a little bit of gear oil on the chain. And I only threw a little bit. When I mean a little bit, just to like test it out to see if it'll work. Instantly I was rotating the chain using the wheel and just moving the chain slowly, and the noise, the clacking and the clicking of the chain engaging with the front sprocket went away. So I took it out for a spin, and yeah, with that loosened chain and that gear oil on it, it really helped. So yeah, now it sounds good. I haven't had any issues since. I feel like that fixed it. As long as that chain is loose, my logic is, as long as the chain is loose, there's no way it can loosen and tighten, because it's already loose. It's like the Hulk said, you know, what's your secret to getting here? I'm always angry. My chain's always loose. So yeah, man, we're just cruising out here, man. Oceanside. The city has changed so much. In some ways good, in some ways, you know, kind of over it, but whatever. Can't complain. Just happy to, you know, be able to ride. Yeah, after, you know, the eco mode on here kind of grew on me. At first I started to think it was like kind of weak, and then I wanted to upgrade the rear sprocket to like a 52 tooth, but I feel like that's just going to be way too much, you know, power for using sport mode. I'm not trying to whoosh it. No whooshing. You know what? I want to go down this thing, but I'm not too sure it's going to be. Ladies and gentlemen, do not try this at home if you have one of these. Always show respect to the folks on the sidewalks. Yeah, I'm gonna go this way though. battery's looking good. I've got 86% right now. Man, this battery just like keeps impressing me. So the little meter, the little like percentage, it feels like it's never dropping. I mean, obviously it is, but it just feels like it's never going down every time I'm riding. If you guys are out there traveling far and stuff, this bike is pretty good. Cruising out here down to the harbor. See what's up over here, I guess. Oh yeah, it is super windy out here. We got some construction going on over here. Oh, man, I'm out. Forget that. I'm trying to ride, man. Okay, so I'm not using a mic or anything. I think I talked about that earlier, but I actually folded and might consider using a mic. Like I might have to do that because of the wind, and I don't know how loud this bike sounds on camera. I feel like on camera it's making the bike sound louder. I don't know if it's because I have all those mics covered up and it's just doing some weird thing. But yeah, I'm looking into getting this little lav mic to put into my helmet, and I'll try it out a few times, and then if I don't like it, I just won't use it. I just ordered a small rig cage for the GoPro. I think it's the 3038 or 3083. I'm not sure. I'll put it up on the screen, but yeah, I just ordered one of those from Amazon and I'm waiting for it. It should be here today. It's probably in front of my door right now. Yeah, and then I'm gonna get the mic adapter as opposed to the little media mod, because I hear nothing but bad things about that thing, and as much stress as this GoPro already gives me, I don't really want another thing making it even worse. So yeah, there's that. Man, the pull on this thing, you guys, is so crazy. It's dangerous. I have to like squeeze the shit out of this bike and like lean super forward, like in order to, you know, make sure I'm not about to whoosh out, because I don't want to whoosh out. Whooshing out is not good. Yo, this mural right here, this thing is so dope. Yeah, that thing is cool, man. All this too, that dragon. I remember coming through here and seeing a bunch of people. I think I think 2 girls actually did that. So yeah, man, where I stand currently with this bike is, still love it. Yeah, I had to do those adjustments. I mean, you're probably gonna have to do that with a lot of these bikes. Think about the Surron, for example. When my Surron came, and I know a lot of people talked about this because I seen them in forums and stuff, but pretty much the belt drive on most bikes comes way too tight. The primary belt and the chain too. And I had, you know, when I would ride it, you can hear that whee, that whining sound when you decelerate, or when you're, you know, when you let off the throttle. But yeah, I had to adjust that. When I adjusted it, it sounded perfect. So it's like the same thing on here. It's just, it's nothing wrong with the bike. It just stuff comes tight or loose, and you just got to do a few adjustments to your liking. Shout out to the alleyways. It's so crazy. This bike has, you know, this bike, you get outside and you ride places and you see things that you've never seen before. It's pretty crazy. I want to go down to San Diego and film a video. I don't know how soon I'm going to be doing all that, but that's definitely somewhere I want to go. That it's closer than LA, less traffic, I think, in my opinion, and I know the streets a lot more. Pull on some hills. I really feel like I'm just gonna launch off sometimes. Someone in the comments was asking me if I was thinking of doing any mods. I actually am. I actually want to either add a sprocket, a bigger sprocket in the rear, or maybe get some tires. Like I know those Shinkos, everyone gets those Shinko 244s, I believe. Yeah, I might get those. They're like the street and dirt hybrid theory. And probably that and just a sprocket. Maybe use a little bit more torque in eco mode. But man, if I do that, I'm gonna, dude, taking off in sport is gonna be too much. That's gonna be like, that's too much. And I'm not trying to do all that. There was one guy in my neighborhood when I was doing like little test rides just to like kind of figure out what that sound was. There was this guy walking by. He's like, hey bro, can I talk to you real quick? I was like, yeah, what up, man? And he was like, dude, where'd you get that thing? What is that thing? How fast it goes? How much? And I was like telling him about it. So that was like the first time anyone's actually came up to me and asked me about the bike. He was like super hyped. And I was like, yeah, go hit up Lunicycle, El Segundo. They got it all. So yeah, the bike is sounding good. Usually this, it's always packed right here. I mean, it's probably because it's cold. So I guess this house or whatever this is was used for an episode of that show Animal Kingdom. I mean, I've never watched it, so if it is, cool. Oh yeah, I did something for the battery rattle too. I put those pads that originally came, I actually added some, like for now I just put a rag underneath, like this microfiber rag underneath, or towel underneath the battery for now. But I'm gonna add some I put these little paddings that you use to seal your window when you install portable AC units. And I just use like super thin padded strips. There's foam and then there's like another material, I forget, it's like padding, I don't know. But I use the foam when it's like super soft, and I put it at the bottom, and it didn't really pad, it just got rid of the contact with the battery with that hard bottom. Got rid of most of the like rattly noise, but I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, you guys, I think that might just wrap it up for today. I was down here for a minute. So yeah, I mean, if you like what you're seeing, I appreciate you guys watching. And if you made it this far, do me a favor, I guess, hit that subscribe button, and I'll try to make as many videos as I can with this bike. This bike is excellent, man. You guys that are watching this, that are on the pre-order list or are gonna order one in the future, or you're thinking about getting one, you're not gonna be let down. This thing is so good. I've got so much battery left too, and that's like, oh man, it feels so good knowing that. And so yeah, I mean, till next video, I guess I'll see you later. Peace.